Welcome to the Frog Splash Podcast, coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas. Once again, I am Adam.
Alex.
I did better that time. Still missing my boys. They'll be back hopefully very soon. Super exciting news, quick updates. NXT tickets are now announced for not just Survivor Series, but the Saturday before. And it's going to be a War Games style NXT takeover. We're thinking about going. Let us know what you think. Should we go? Should we not go? I think we're probably just going to end up going.
We're just going to go.
Yeah. This Sunday, just a couple of days away, we have Hell in a Cell.
Ah! Every time it does the scream, it gets me every time. I just start laughing.
I love Hell in a Cell.
Oh, yeah.
And then we go right into TLC right afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
This
TLC.
is a great month. Like, no longer are we going to put TLC in December. So that means something's changed. What are they going to have in December now?
Yeah. Is that not when they're doing Starrcade?
I think Starrcade's at the end of November.
End of November.
Isn't that like a house show? Like in...
Oh, yeah. It's a special.
It's a special like house show.
Yeah.
In like Greensboro or something.
Yeah.
One of the Carolinas. Let's go right into the kickoff match. We've got Chad Gable and his new partner, Shelton Benjamin, versus...
with no hair.
Hype Bros. Big day today. Zack Ryder finally gets his Funko, his New York Comic-Con exclusive. I'm leaving right afterwards to head to FYE and get it, so it can be displayed here next time. Because he gets that, Hype Bros lose.
Hype Bros totally lose.
They have to lose.
100%.
Turn comes?
No.
Not yet?
Not yet. This is really a match that's about Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, so they don't need to have them do that right now. Like it's all about Chad Gable. It's all about Shelton Benjamin. They're the ones that are going to get over. They're the superstars. We don't know if they're heel or face yet. Right now, we're assuming that they're faces. My partner left me, and now I got a new partner. We're all faces here. But hey, could they be a great tag team that's a heel?
We'll find out after Sunday.
Yeah.
Speaking of partners, going right into the supposed last or the newest version of the Fashion Files. I don't think we're going to have it. I think it's one of those things that we're just joking about it from now on. And then, like I told Alex, 20 years from now, they'll be like, oh, you guys never saw that? And it's like a Southpaw regional, but Fashion Files. 20 years in the making.
You don't need to hold the microphone.
I don't know about this kid. Is it out the charisma?
Charisma. Now the Fashion Files. When was the last time we saw one? Like I've probably every other Tuesday I've gotten to watch SmackDown.
We were supposed to have one last week and we did not.
We didn't have it.
So.
Okay. Well, hopefully they continue to get over because I'm not over it, and I want more of it.
We spent more time on that than the pre-show match.
That's fine.
Kicking off this, I've decided, because Alex was like, well, who's going to start this entire actual show? I think it will be Randy Orton and Rusev. They gave John Cena and they gave Baron Corbin the first match at SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to give Randy Orton and Rusev this match. And I think Rusev wins. I think he has to win this match. We've beat down Rusev because he's got so much steam, and then he goes up, and then he falls right back on his face, then he goes back up and falls down. So he's on this uptrend. Are we going to keep it up, or are we going to trend him down? I don't know. Randy Orton just seems like maybe a little more part-time these days. Rusev wins this match. Rusev needs the win more.
Oh, yeah. Well, if we go based off of what Randy Orton said on the Edge and Christian podcast this past week, he was talking about how he was trying to get over Aiden English, and he's trying to get over new talent. The reason being, just like you said, going part-time. He doesn't want to go on these expeditions over to Japan anymore, over to Europe anymore. He's got a family.
Yeah.
His daughter is getting baptized this week. He's not about leaving the country as much anymore. He needs to get these younger talents over, and Rusev is one of those people that right now, he can be hot. He can be very, very hot. Aiden English is going to take a lot longer for that to happen, but this is going to be a win for Rusev with some shenanigans happening, which is the way that should be.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go full steam ahead right into the Bobby Roode, the Glorious One, versus the come a chameleon, Dolph Ziggler of his generation. I think the real bet is what persona Dolph Ziggler comes out as. Alex said Stone Cold Steve Austin. I doubt it would be The Rock because The Miz has already done that. DX has been done before. Because that was... Who did DX? Kurt Angle. Did DX. And then DX did all of the McMahons.
Where is this at again? Where's this live from? Detroit, right? Detroit Rock City. Anyone from Detroit?
In there?
That used to wrestle ever?
I'm just trying to think of whose pop would get the biggest pop.
Yeah.
As Dolph Ziggler comes out to that. Because he would be the first person that comes out. Because you'd have no idea who... Like, if it's Bobby Roode first, then you would obviously know that the second one has to be Dolph Ziggler of some form.
Yeah. Who do you want to say?
You know what? Just to stick it to the man, Dolph Ziggler actually comes out to Shane McMahon's music. Because it's so early on that you're like, oh my gosh, Shane McMahon's coming out. Why is Hell in a Cell like the second match? So here, Dolph Ziggler comes out as Shane McMahon. Does the jumping back and forth.
That'd be fantastic.
Winner? Bobby Roode.
Bobby. Come on.
Why is this? I just don't know why they're wrestling against each other. The feud started over whose entrance was better, but Dolph doesn't have an entrance. He steals others.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, do you think this will be a good match, though?
No.
No?
Nah,
I don't think they can...
We'll get a glorious DDT. We'll get a zigzag. We'll get all the spots that we need. But you'll get Dolph Ziggler overselling like you usually... I really don't...
They come out first, 100%. He comes out as Shane McMahon. We think that we're getting a Hell in a Cell to open it up. And it's the first match, for sure. And it goes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
For sure.
The only way he could go like way over is if he came out like full demon Finn Balor style.
Yeah.
Then I might switch my.
Maybe you should come out as Kane.
Yeah. No, he did Taker once.
He did Taker 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. It was weird. He's not tall enough to be Taker.
He was not.
So Bobby. Okay. United States Championship. AJ Styles. Versus Baron Corbin. Alex, who do you have?
So, the reason why we haven't seen AJ Styles on the card in the last couple of weeks on SmackDown is because they have been reserving him for the after 205 main event. So it showcases how much they see and perceive AJ Styles as the showrunner of SmackDown. I don't see them taking that belt off of him right now, although this would help Baron Corbin so much by having it. Like, him just holding something, like, he needs to be holding something at all times. And having gold to hold is going to help him get over. But at the same point, AJ Styles is just... Like, why would you take it off of him? Unless you're going to boost him up to the WWE Championship, which right now we're not going to. Like, there's a couple of other people that Jinder Mahal needs to go against before he goes against AJ Styles.
Yeah.
They're afraid Jinder Mahal will hurt AJ Styles.
Agreed. I can't disagree. A lot of those are some amazing, not phenomenal points. If Baron Corbin wins here, and unless it's like super, super dirty heel stuff, and if it's clean, then AJ Styles, everything he's said so far about, oh, you've lost this, you couldn't even beat John Cena, I've done all of this, it kind of like ruins AJ Styles' like peak. I don't know. If it's a clean win. Mm-hmm. If it's super heel, like as long as you're protecting AJ Styles, I'm okay with it. And if it is going to get him in contention for the championship. But I don't think you are. Agreed. I don't think that's... I don't think Jinder loses, but that's another 3 matches up. AJ Styles wins here. I'm going to say he does it clean. Like, if we're going to bury Baron Corbin, we might as well just do a full-out bury.
Yeah.
And just let him and Rusev fight each other. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd probably be more into that, honestly.
But if they were thinking of giving it to him at some point, it's going to be in a 3-way dance, a fatal 4-way.
Because he's an opportunist, right? So it's like, that's what he did with climbing the ladder. It
Yep.
wasn't just him and one person. It was him and 4 other people.
Yeah.
So,
AJ. Who cares?
yeah.
Good match, though, hopefully.
Finally showcasing my Bootios Elite here. And the reason for that is because the New Day. So you go right into Hell in a Cell with the Usos or the Boosos
or the Street Usos. They've been here since day one.
Ish. We haven't really been around since day one-ish, but... I mean,
What is day one is H?
I don't know, like, is H?
Is H. This shirt's so good.
New Day are the champs. Usos are the challengers. If they flip the belt back over again, what is this helping?
I mean, the title means nothing, but we already knew that. It's a secondary title.
New Day wins. I'm not going to go into more than that.
Just to go a little bit more into that.
You can.
If we think about old school wrestling, you would always have a cage match to end a feud. Then we went into having ladder matches to end certain feuds depending on who you are, starting off with Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, and then you started having those things like Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy and those kind of matches, or Edge, when he's the champion, he would have those matches to finish a feud. Well, Hell in the Cell is the new ladder match. It's the new cage match. This ends their feud. New Day wins. We start to see the Usos helping other talent rise to the top to get their chance at the belts. The Usos are such good workers that they're almost so good to a fault, because they don't get the great opportunities to have the long title reigns and to really get themselves over and get the merch selling the right way. They get cut down too short because they're too good at making other people look good. So New Day wins this feud, and we start to see some new feuds happen.
I'm going to pivot here.
Okay.
I want to go right into the WWE Championship. You have Jinder Mahal, the modern day Maharaj. Versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm still going to call him the King of Strong Style because that's who he is. The artist, whatever you want to call him, I don't like that. Stop changing names.
No.
He's the King of Strong Style. I have a shirt that says it. I don't have a shirt that says the artist.
No, and I won't have one of those.
And I won't, because I'm not going to buy that.
No.
Unless it's probably $5.
Yeah, $5.
With 25% off, I'd probably buy that.
Shirt's sleeves already cut off.
Hey, I like your your Stone Cold shirt.
Yeah,
And then when'd you get that?
Same time I got that Finn Balor.
Okay.
It's the good material.
Oh, dang, that is good. That's the good one, too.
Oh, that's a great
What's
one.
that Under Armour one?
Yeah, and that one's been washed like 20,000 times after workouts.
I've had it for a year now. Imagine that. Jinder Mahal wins, and this isn't to knock down Shinsuke, just because I can't blame him for their poor booking or the feuds that they don't want to put. I know eventually down the line, according to Mr. Styles, they want that match to be at Mania, because he said that. He said, don't waste this on a house show. Don't waste this on December to Dismember. Put this at Mania. And I think you're gonna
Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, I think you'll eventually see that. For now, Shinsuke, we need to get him feuding back with Bobby. I would be okay if he went back to Bobby Roode. They're both upcomers from NXT. They both have wrestled each other, so they should know. Let's put that. It was good. Let's recreate that magic, or put Shinsuke versus Kevin Owens.
Oh,
are you kidding? That would be so good.
Yeah.
Or you put Shinsuke versus Sami Zayn.
You could put Shinsuke against a lot of people, and it's going to be good, except for Dolph Ziggler, apparently.
And Dolph Ziggler and Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler.
Jinder Mahal wins. I think they're going to keep the belt on him for quite some time. They have another India tour here at the end of the year.
So are you ready for me to tell you what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Because
please do. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right
beginning
here.
of December, you will have the WWE going to India.
Yep,
for the first time in, I think, a year, 2 years, 3 years. And we keep thinking, they put this belt on Jinder Mahal so that he can go in there and reign supreme and showcase to them that India is a fantastic place and that he's a fantastic champion. Well, this is what's really going to happen. Shinsuke Nakamura
Great call.
is going to win this match on Sunday. He will keep the belt up until they go to India, and at one of the house shows that they have there, that is when Jinder Mahal will win it back. If we go based off of what the Japanese like, they like to see their favorite people become champions, not be champions and stay champions in matches. I'm assuming that the India market is the same way with that. And to also go with what you were talking about at Mania, AJ Styles versus Nakamura, why do I care about Nakamura if he's had a lackluster time in the main roster up until Mania and he's never even been a champion? What if he's been a champion even for only 2 months and AJ Styles has the belt at Mania and Shinsuke wants to get it back? Maybe that's a better feud.
Because it's so intricate, you're not going to get that.
No, but that's what it needs. Stop it. That's what it has to be.
I know. Look, you had me on board. I was like, oh man, I want to go to India just to see that happen.
I want to go to India.
But then I would get there and be disappointed because that's not how WWE books it.
Yeah. Shinsuke wins though.
Shinsuke wins. In a non-Hell in a Cell match, which I'm kind of surprised here, you've got Natty, defending champion, versus Charlotte.
Yep.
Natty does not have a great track record. I believe she's lost one NXT championship, 2 Raw championship matches against her, and
at Roadblock.
And a Roadblock. And that was right Divas. That was for the Divas one because they hadn't changed it to the women's title yet.
Correct.
And I don't see that changing here. I think Charlotte wins this match, but the swerve of this is Carmella cashes in.
Ooh.
I think this is because we've kind of like not talked about it as much. Mm-hmm. This is where you get real swerved.
You get real swerved.
So Charlotte gets the title, but as it turns out, she loses.
I like where you're going with that for sure. I see something similar happening. I don't know if they do the whole cash-in part of it, but when you have champions like Natalya, she got that championship because she's a workhorse, because she is great at what she does, and she's done it for so long. But we have had too many champions for too long in SmackDown that people don't care about. And I do like her, but she's not money. And she doesn't even know it yet. But Charlotte Flair is money.
Oh, yes.
She's so money, and she does know it. So you have to put it on Charlotte. She's got to be that one-time SmackDown champion. She's got to be as good as Alexa Bliss. If not, Alexa Bliss, how is she so much better than Charlotte if she doesn't get it? You got to give it to Charlotte for sure. I don't think that there's a cash-in, but I like where you're going with that though.
Maybe a cash-in tease,
for sure.
Or a failed, not like, let's say Charlotte goes over, she has the title, then she's attacked by Carmella. Carmella puts the briefcase in, but by the time they gotta take their time and take it to the announcer's table and ding ding ring the bell and make the announcement. Something goes awry.
Yeah.
And James Ellsworth takes the briefcase back, and they leave.
Yeah. Or maybe he has the briefcase and he tries to give it to them.
With Sheamus?
And they're like, no, she has to do it. And then he tries to run back and he trips on his feet or something.
And hits Carmella in the head.
Oh, so good.
Probably this was going to happen.
Perfect.
That means it won't happen.
Get the writers on that.
I'm okay with the main event being Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell.
With Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens. I'm okay with this. One, I am a huge Shane McMahon mark, so you're hitting all of my pointers here.
All my nostalgias.
2, the pay-per-view is called Hell in a Cell.
Correct.
And so we're not giving it justice if it's not the ending moniker.
Yeah, correct.
Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon these last 2 weeks have put on a really good work. It was almost better. It was actually better than AJ Styles and Shane McMahon in ring or during SmackDown times before Mania.
Yeah, correct.
Alex, who wins this match?
Dude, Bat Dad KO. He goes over in this for sure. And the only thing is that Shane needs a win. He really needs a win.
He hasn't had a win, yeah.
He needs a win to showcase that it's worthwhile to fight against a McMahon. But at the same point, this is not the Attitude Era anymore. Like, I don't know. For people like us, we feel like he needs that win because the new crop of fans and kids that are watching don't know Shane McMahon like we do. But you gotta have KO go over. He is just getting it. The crowd is loving it. He's hitting McMahons all over the place, making them bleed, and that's what we're gonna see in this match as well. KO goes over for sure. Bunch of cannonballs.
Kevin Owens does win this match. Shane McMahon will still look strong AF.
Mm-hmm.
Super weird that they changed the stipulation to be pinfalls anywhere, which they changed that on Tuesday.
I like that.
I don't get it because you're in a cell, and so certain Hell in a Cells, like there's no room to even get past the ring.
Yeah.
So if this is one that they had like with the Charlotte one, sure. But if this is one that they had and it's right on the corner, there's no way to get out anyways.
Right.
They're going to get out. There's going to be a stupid spot. I'm going to mark the hell out.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to have my Shane McMahon jersey on. Natalie's going to be like, what are you doing? I'll be like, here comes the money. And I'll just do a little dance.
He's going to get powerbombed through the side of the wall.
It's the whole thing. This is going to be probably the most entertaining match because it'll have higher spots. Kevin Owens is going to be very brutal in this match. Mm-hmm. Shane McMahon is going to be very strong. At the end of the day, Kevin Owens wins. Kevin Owens is going to Raw.
KO goes to Raw again.
The reason...
They have too many people that are going for the Universal
title. Oh, we're going to get
right
somebody
now.
else.
Okay.
Somebody will come over to this side over here.
Oh, yeah. Roman Reigns is coming over. Good.
Right before we get the Shield. I was kind of hoping Jesse would be, so it'd be three of us, but...
Yeah.
At least. It will. The reason why I also read that they were booking KO for a lot of house shows for Raw here in October and November.
Okay.
So.
I'm down with it.
Overall, pretty good card. I don't know that it has enough to beat our last pay-per-view.
Yeah, it doesn't have that WrestleMania feel that they kept saying on No
they
Mercy.
Did,
but
and they haven't said that here.
No.
But I do think you're going to have some very entertaining matches. Hopefully we get some storylines that just end, some feuds that end, so we can rebirth some new stuff.
Yeah.
If I have to sit down through another Usos New Day 17.0, like I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my damn mind. They wrestled in Raw, like back in the day.
Yeah.
They wrestled all the time against each other.
Yeah.
So when somebody won a Slammy, the other team wasn't happy about it.
Yep. The Slammy feuds.
Slammy, yeah. That needs to be.
Those are always the best ones.
Let's bring that back. Yeah. Soon it'll be Funko feuds.
Oh.
The FFs. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up here for the both of us here at the Frog Splash Podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that everything we do here... Can we say... Are we under cease and desist?
No, you just put it right there. Just don't let them see it. Okay, there we
go.
Yeah.
Can you bleep out if I just say two...
No, don't say it.
Take care. And good luck. I don't know how to end this anymore because we can't say that. So
We can't say it.